Good morning, welcome. Good morning, I have not had my coffee yet. Good morning, welcome to Rust Revival Garage. My name is Tim. Day number 5. We are headed from Columbus to Indianapolis for the final day of the 2024 Hot Rod Power Tour, and basically stopped to meet up with the folks in the green Corvette that we were with yesterday, and they're from Indy, but they wanted to ride with us again all the way to their hometown. So let's get to it. Starting out in the parking lot of the Sheets. Everybody's checking out everybody's ride.
I sent you two stuff. Yeah, that was up that exit from Damier. It was right there. And
say good morning, guys.
Morning.
Take a look at the front of this gas station line. This is something you'll never see unless you're traveling. All these great cars all sticking their noses out from front of the gas station bays. Very cool. Okay, back on the road. We're going to do a little bit of what we did yesterday, which was a little bit of freeway driving, a little bit of back roads driving. This trip, if you just took the freeway, is a 3-hour drive. So back roads are going to extend it a little more, but last day, so we got to get the most out of it that we can. Here we go. Jumped off the major freeway. 70 West takes you right into Indianapolis, but we're going to do some of the smaller roads all the way to our destination for a much better view, much more interesting view. Which usually means looking at a lot of corn. Sorry my windshield's dirty. I should have cleaned it off when I was at home, but I was too damn tired. So I gotta ask, whenever you're driving all the smaller roads, you get out in the country, do you guys ever look for cars sticking out of a barn or some old car parked behind the barn somewhere? I mean, every time I drive, I start looking in the back, looking around the garages, seeing if there's some old plastic car that you might go knock on their door and see if they'd be interested in selling. I just can't help it. Every time I see a farmhouse, I look for that barn out back and I see if there's any kind of car sitting out there. Gas is at half a tank and my bladder's at full tank. I think I may have to stop here soon. in Indianapolis, and I think we're pretty close to downtown, so almost there. We're close, but it's time for the tamale place.
We're good. Yeah. This place was featured years ago on diving.
And we are here. is day number 5 in the books. We are now leaving the Indy Raceway Park. Hoping everybody's all right. They basically stopped all of traffic on 70. The accident and traffic. I've been driving for about 5 more miles and you can see it's still backed up with what seemingly is nothing more than just trucks. Miles and miles and miles of trucks backed up. All right, if you've made it this far, thank you very much. That is the Hot Rod Power Tour 2024, day number 5. If you can, subscribe to the channel. I'm going to be doing a lot more stuff on car shows. I'm doing the Good Guys show coming up in July. I'll be doing the Pontiac Nationals at the end of July, and a bunch of others. Plus, I'm working on my 85 C10 all the time. I'm working on my 68 Pontiac Le Mans. So there's lots of things to see on this channel. Yeah, that was a great time. If somebody asked me, would you do it again? I would probably say today, no. But honestly, it was so much fun. It is very addicting, and I had a great time. Also, I wanted to do a huge thank you to Clayton and his dad, Dean, for going along on this journey with me. The very first time I've ever done this, it was their first time as well. But it would have been pretty scary to go alone. It was nice to make sure I had somebody else there that knew cars and could also help out if something went wrong, or if I could help them if something went wrong with their car as well. So that was a great time. So yes, thank you very much for going along with me. I truly appreciate it. Also wanted to give a shout out to Dan and Christy. They sort of joined us on day 4 and day 5. It was great meeting new people and having them travel with us and eat with us and walk through the shows. It was awesome. It was great meeting you guys. I really appreciate it, and I hope we see you again in future shows. And finally, after spending enough time with this truck, I would like to introduce you to Rosie. Not just because she's has a really bad rose-colored paint job, but because I was the pessimist in this journey. I thought for sure this would break down and that would break down, and all these things would go wrong. Even though a lot of the parts on here are brand new, the new engine, new transmission, I was convinced that everything was just going to fall apart. The only problem I had, and I did not include it in the video, was there was a small leak of coolant on day number 5 when we stopped at the tamale place. There was coolant leaking out of the front, just a small puddle. And it turned out that I just needed to tighten that lower radiator hose. And once I tightened that hose, the leak went away, and I was able to go on and park at the Raceway Park. I was able to come all the way home, no problems, no more leaks. So the only thing I needed on this entire journey were some paper towels. I actually had to give Clayton a thing of ATF fluid and a screwdriver to tighten up that radiator hose clamp. So I was the one that was the pessimist. This truck actually had the rosy outlook. It had this all sunshine and roses, I think, as they used to say. So we've spent enough time together. We've gotten hot together, and we've gone on a long journey together. And so this truck now has a name, and that name is Rosie. Thank you very much, old girl. Very proud of you. You did a great job. So that's going to do it. Give me any comments that you might have. Like it if you got anything out of it. And thank you very much for watching. Check out the other days if you've missed them, days 1 through 4. And I'm going to probably put together a video where I've got everything all in one video, all 5 days in one. So yeah, thanks very much for tuning in. We will catch you next time.